Friendlies in sight. Building in sight. South to north. Run in hot.
Hey Killer, Sheepdog here. In this video we're going to take a look at how to set up custom snap views. This would be really good. Pay attention to how my controls are set up, and with this video you should be able to build off a future video on how I use voice attack for my snap views. So before we start setting up our snap views, we need to look at some options and controls. I do set mine up a little bit different. That'll make more sense if you do the follow-on video for voice attack. And I'm going to do a search. Start with snap views. So I've changed my defaults, cleared those out, and I'm actually using the numbers by themselves without any modifiers. I recommend that you do that if you're going to use snap views with voice attack. So just some changes here. I did a search. Do search for view. That'll bring up the different camera views. We're looking at our view up, slow, down, slow, left and right. We're going to want to adjust those. So view down slow, I'm using the down arrow key. View left slow is the left arrow key. View right slow is the right arrow key. And view up slow is the up arrow key. That just helps replace some of the controls as we set snap views where we previously wiped out and are now using our num keys without modifiers. And the other search here is for save, so that we can actually save our snap views as we adjust them. The default is right alt plus 0. That's important. Make sure that's set correctly. Now let's take a look at snap views that I've already configured. This is my radio stack. This is the CDU. This is the dash view. This is pretty handy at startup, or if you're messing with your UFC and trying to work on either the left or right MFD. This is the left-hand console. The right-hand console, it's focused more on ILS, TACAN, HMCS, and lighting control. The left MFD is great when you need to focus and do some work there. And the right MFD, same purpose. Gives you a little bit more focus, especially when you're using your TTP. This last view is for what I like to set up for air-to-air refueling. Gives me a great wide view as I'm approaching. A little bit different than probably what most people are used to, but it works well for me. So let's talk about the keypad and how we can change our camera views. First, if you modified your controls, the arrow up key, oops, you move your head up, down to look down, left for left, right for right. Let's recenter here. If you use the backslash key from your numpad, that zooms you out. If you use the asterisk key, that zooms you in. This is where it gets a little tricky. You want to hold right control, right shift, and the number 4 key, and that shifts you left. The number 6 key shifts you right. Now, still holding right control, right shift, and the 2 key actually moves the camera down, and the number 8 key moves the camera up. While holding right control, right shift, and you use the backslash, it's not so much a zoom as much as it is a moving of the camera. The same thing with the star, it moves the camera forward. Keep that in mind, it's a little bit different than zooming in and out. As an example, let's zoom out. Now, if I hit Control and Shift again, I get a whole lot more movement out of it. So it's completely different. So let's look at my left-hand console view. And let's say we wanted to make that look a little bit different. Let's start by turning to our left. Let's come down. Let's zoom in a little bit. And let's say I wanted to move that back left. Control, Shift, and backslash. We'll move this back on us. So let's say I want to make this my new right console view. The first thing I want to do is, it doesn't matter which num key you use, but I'm just going to use number 4. So that says this view I want to be number 4, but I've got to save it. To save it, you want to hit Right Alt and 0. And now when I hit the number 4 key, that's that snap view. Okay, I hope this one helped you out. From here, you just need to go out and create all the custom views you want. Watch out for my next video. I'm going to show you how to use these snap views in Voice Attack. Keep on training and get at it. Sheepdog out.